What's up, you guys? It's in the street with Tina B.
Mr. Outley, what up, duh?
What's up? It's Tuesday.
You ain't gonna sing it?
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. No,
So
no, no. We can't do that. We can't do that. Okay.
what's
Whatever.
your name? What's your
I'm
Mexican
sorry.
name?
My name is Mr. Outley.
No, what's your Mexican name today? Since it's Cinco de Mayo, you're gonna open it up with that. I'm gonna need you to have a name like Haro. Haro. Can you be that? Huh? Are you ignoring me?
No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you.
So you're not gonna come up with a name?
Uh, uh, Hector.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hector.
Hector is good. Hector is good. I don't know what my name would be.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, let's go.
You good? You got too much going
Yeah,
on over there. You
because
moving way
I'm hearing double. Like I can hear.
because you got to turn your volume down on your other phone. You got to turn your volume
I have everything down on my phone.
because you got to turn your volume
Are we good now?
down. Are we?
Hey,
Are we good now?
I think we good.
All right, what's up, you guys? It's in the street with Tina B.
And Mr. Alley, what up, Joe?
And we do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. This is our segment called He Said, She Said. It's a relationship segment. We go straight to the nitty gritty. We talk about relationships. We got some memes that we see on Facebook, and we be eager to speak on it. So, Mr. Outley, what you got going on?
You know, we got a whole list of stuff right now, and I'm still hearing it though. It's like it's a delay.
Oh, you heard delay?
Yeah.
I don't know, Jack. We good?
Shout out to the people in the back holding us down as always.
If you're we good. All right. So if you're watching us, you guys, you can leave a comment, and if you got some feedback that you want to talk about, let us know. But let's get into these memes. What you got over there?
So we're gonna get right into it then.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
Oh,
So while he's trying to figure out what we have, we like I said, we talk about relationship. We talk about the segment about he said, she said, the uh
okay.
so we talk
Okay.
about it's not no wrong or right, it's about trying to find an understanding of each other. That's what we're trying to do. So we don't want to blame one another. We're trying to understand each other. That's what this segment is about. So come on, because I don't have any in front of me. So you got to come with the set with the memes. I don't have anything.
So I think we saw this one posted the other day. Did this one I saw this was a real big one. So do you have a dating budget?
A dating budget.
A dating budget.
You know, once we talked about this before, when I said I'll take a guy out for like $60 or something, and expect him to put out at the end of the night. Um, so I'll say about about $50, $60. That would be my budget. But that's I mean that's good. That's dinner. That's what is Mr. Outley? Mr. Outley.
Because I'm still it's like I can hear your answers and then
Yeah.
then it comes right after.
Well, get the first
So
one.
dating budget. I think on a first date, first of all, you have to, as a man, I think you want to make sure you can afford to actually date. So depending on what you have planned, I don't think there should necessarily be a budget is really what you can afford, but depending on what you're trying to do. So you definitely shouldn't be going to like the movies or something. So if you're going to play, if you're going bowling or something, like I would say a minimum $100 a man should budget for a day.
So here's the thing: do you have earphones that you can put in? Because that'll kind of minimize the sound as well. But
Say that again.
do you have earphones?
Uh, to plug into my laptop, I believe I do.
Yeah, if you got earphones, that'll help too as
Is
well.
that better?
Yeah, that's why I have on my head.
So
But I was
do we
gonna
want to?
say what?
I was about to say if you want to just go to a quick break, so I can go and get them. Unless you want to just
I'll
stay
keep
live.
talking. Just mute your camera, and I'll keep talking while you come back.
Okay.
So you guys, once again, if y'all just tune in, we got a little technical difficulties, but we're gonna come right back with the rest of our segment, our show. That's how we do it on Tuesday night. We're trying to get this thing going. Back right here on Status Network, so we can have y'all, so y'all can have us on Facebook Live. We was going on Instagram Live, but we want to be on Facebook Live. I think we're on Instagram, YouTube, we everywhere right now. And so we want you guys to be able to see us everywhere, not just in one outlet. So we're trying to get this all together and make it real good for you guys so you can enjoy it everywhere. But like I said, this is our segment about relationships. I started this segment maybe about 5 years ago to understand this dating life better, to understand what men were thinking. And men tend to not tell you the truth when they're in a relationship with you. So I wanted to hear from the homeboys and, from just guy friends what they think about different questions that women may ask. Excuse me, because that way they'll tell you the truth. You know, they're not going to sugarcoat it and make it cute because they scared they ain't gonna get none by the end of the night. So they'll tell you the truth. Hey, no, I don't like that. Yeah, I like this. I like it better when you do this. I wish you would do this. They give you, straight up answers at that point. So that's why I want to come up with the segment. He said, she said, get his point of view, the woman's point of view, and see what we can come to a better understanding of the whole thing. Find out what's really happening. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want respect and to be loved. Nobody want to get played. Nobody want to feel like they the bad one in the relationship. So at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing. We just got different ways of getting to it. So hopefully we can find a way where we can get to it together without killing each other. Ha! You say you can't live without them, can't kill them. Okay. But anyway, I'm glad the pollen count is going down. I had a great day today because yesterday I was on 3,000. Every step I made, I was sneezing. And then they tell you can't rub your eyes because your hands are dirty. So I can't rub my eyes. I can't scratch my nose. I'm just like, if anybody got allergies, you know what I'm talking about. It is the worst right now. Between the Rona, the allergies, it is terrible. So I was in a real bad place yesterday, but today was a good day. Took me some Claritin. Shout out to Claritin. Shout out to the sponsors too. All the young ladies who got an ad. If y'all see our ad board over there, their pictures are coming up. Some of their websites are coming up. But shout out to y'all for getting ads for tonight's show. We appreciate that. And also, let me show y'all this gadget I got, which is super duper awesome. You see this? See this? Like a magnifying glass. So what it is, you open this right here on the side, like that, right? And if you can see right there, you put your phone in there, and this becomes a TV. Becomes a TV. It is so dope. Like you sit there and watch your movies. You don't have your little bitty phone. You just slide your phone, put it on the movie you want, slide your phone in there, and this magnifies like a 3D, like the glasses, I guess it would be, into a little TV. It's really cool. Got that online. It was like $19 or something like that. But that was really cool. So I got one of those, and I try to advertise different gadgets every week. I'm always saying shopping somewhere. But right now, a lot of people is pressing thin, as I say. A lot of people are shopping right now. But yeah, that's a cool little gadget. Shout out to uh, Shea Butter like whoa. They got some great shea butter. Shout out to them. Shout out to House of Enchantment. Shout out to Chic Designs. Cut 'em Up Key. Lego. Uh, I try to shout out all the small business people that I use a lot of times out here in the street. Sherdon, She, uh, who else I use out here? A lot of designers that I deal with. Naraz Khan, she got a great sale going on right now, and she always show my ladies some love. So I really enjoy that. So she got some great deals going on right now. So if you have any kind of business that you want to advertise, let us know. T-shirt, socks, hat. Oh, shout out to ATL Woods, Scotty Scott. If you got hats or anything like that, let me know. We'll wear it on the show and uh, support you guys as well. So I don't know where he must went to the store to buy some earphones.
Hey
Just
Tina
saying.
B, this is Jack Trey. How's it going, Tina?
Hey Jack.
He just don't stepped off, man. He had to go to the store and get
Okay.
some.
He went to the store. Like,
What
my
was
God.
that last meme? I didn't catch it. I wonder. Sounds interesting.
Oh, do you have a budget when you go out to date? Do you be like, okay, I'm gonna spend $75 and that's it? I'm just gonna have to let her order first, then I order around her or something. Do you have a budget?
Uh, I think it definitely be a budget range for most people. I definitely think though you're not gonna go on certain dates and be like I'm going to spend um whatever you think is a lot of money. I think definitely before you go on any date, you should have something in mind. You go on a date think you're gonna spend $100, you spend $400-500. That's not sticking to the script. So
Mm,
yeah, definitely some kind of budget. And that budget can change though as the date go on though.
oh, that's true because you enjoying the day. You
What
be like,
happened to
let's
your
get
sound,
another
Tina?
round of drink. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to your
So
sound, Tina? I can't hear you. Oh.
you can't hear me.
Now I can. I'm sorry. Yeah. What you say?
I said yeah, because sometimes you can be there having a great time and be like, let's get another round of drink.
Right.
So it just
Exactly.
keep on.
If you guys get me the memes, we can post the memes up there. I just don't make myself a part of your show today, huh?
Mine's not showing the advertisement anymore though. It's got
No,
me over
right,
here.
right, right. That's right. As a matter of fact, we can show something with just the advertisement if you want.
Yeah.
Got to show your sponsors, right? You got to push it. That's
Yes, I
right.
got
That's right.
hey, gotta
So,
push them.
as a matter of fact, we need to show a whole screen on just pushing your sponsors. Who are some of your sponsors and the advertisers you got for the day?
I got Lanita Joe Fox. She showed me some love. Lorraine. Uh, who else? If I see they ain't come up, I don't know. Skylar Jenkins, her boutique. She has a boutique, so she got an ad today. Um, gotta wait till they pictures come around. But yeah,
Mhm.
they show mad love. Shout out to the Black Media Honor Awards. We are nominated for Podcast of the Year, so we're really excited about that. It's supposed to have been in April, but when all this went down, of course, now they pushed it back. I think to August, so it's pushed back
Right.
again.
So these are
So
your sponsors, right?
yeah, TLA, of
And
course.
of
Hey,
course.
it's the name of my agency. If you do not know, it's the Lingale Agency. And of course, at Savannah, that's Harold's Poetry in Motion, is what we call that. I filmed that video, which won at a film festival as well. So pictures of the show and itself.
Hostesses with the mostesses.
Okay, we're doing our little thing. Yeah, and what's this? The Kimmy Awards. It's supposed to be coming in May. I gotta see what's going on with that. 'Cause, of course, I haven't heard anything back from it yet to see if they're gonna continue. And that's Lorraine. She got her books release coming out June 20th, and you can purchase the book and dinner for $15, which is pretty cool. Or if you just want the book, you can do a drive by if you don't want to stay. You know, a lot of people kind of iffy about staying in places and stuff, but you can do a drive by and just get the book for $15 as well. She will do that.
Okay.
So I think this is like her. I want to say her third book, because she did a collaboration too in a book with some other ladies. So, and then she did another book by herself. This book right here.
You have a book, Tina? You don't have a book yet?
I don't have a book. I had a magazine at one time. Those not all my ads either.
Right. What is more?
Oh yeah. This is
I'm sure. Oh, well, let's see. I'll look at that.
yeah, I had about
I don't know what he had going on because I could hear him just fine. The feed is going out just fine. That's okay. You know, there was a
yeah, but it was
pop-up
like
show.
I could hear it on his end. But I have on earphones, so it's very clear on my side. But I could hear that double that he was talking about.
In the system. Oh.
Sam?
You couldn't hear it going out.
Yeah, I'm looking for that. Yeah, they looking for the ads. Yeah, we trying to get the ads together now. Give me a second. Trying to get that together.
Oh, it was the ad. All of them are in there. There's a lot of them in there. What happened was when I switched the screens, it starts over. You just have so many of them. It didn't make it through all of them before I changed the screen, I guess. Well, let's just see now. Pay attention now and see if it's something missing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take Mr. Outlet place. Let me get the memes together. He say, she said. Huh? Let me. Where the rest of the memes at?
Right.
Oh, hey! Boy, I'm about to be Mr. Outlet. Can't hear your mic. Now we can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Now we can. All right, how's the sound now, y'all?
I don't know what he's doing. Back out again.
What are you doing now?
Okay, there's more of the flyer. Yeah, that's Rain, that's book. Again,
Harold, you having issues over there, ain't you?
Zeta Berry, she's ATL's hottest barber. She went back to work. She did her thing. Shout out to Tone Brown. She did that banner for me with my production company on it. I appreciate that. I was on her live stream of the day. Pretty cool. Talking about stage playwright.
So, Tina, while we got him and while we got this time to have you, one thing I know about Tina is that.
I'm
muted.
Harold, you having issues over there, ain't you?
I
am.
Barber. She went back to work. Did her thing. Shout out to Tone Brown. Oh, shout out to Sanjalera. It's her birthday today, too. Happy birthday, Sanjalera. I think it was yesterday. Happy birthday to her. Of course, Miss Lenita Jo Fox. Doing her thing. Trey Chaney, he'll be on my show that I do. It's called Headshots. Instagram live show where I interview people one-on-one. That's at 6:30 on Instagram Live Thursday with Trey Chaney.
Hey Tina, let me ask you something. So I've been really tired in the house, ain't really been out, and I'm sure you have too, but you have to work. What's going on out there as far as from a person who be in the streets, who used to be in the clubs and all that? What's missing? What's going on out there as far as the club and all that type of thing? I know the club's not open, but entertainment, I guess what I'm asking.
Yeah, well, some people were saying that some of the clubs are open. You know, kind of like private clubs, you know, if it's like in the hood, you know what I'm saying, it's a homeboy club or something.
The house ain't really been out, and I'm sure you have too, but you have to work. What's going on now?
I haven't been out. I go to work and come home. I don't go out. because it was nowhere to go, to be honest with you. And there's no events. And I don't go out just to go out. I go out because I'm going to an event. And so if there's no events going on, there's no point of me even being out there to, for what? So it's nothing going on. Like everything is online right now. Everything is popping. They doing, I'm doing improv shows. They doing, acting. Idris been on there doing acting classes and improv stuff on there. So it's like people are taking advantage of the Instagram live, of the social media lives and stuff right now. So it's been pretty cool. And a lot of people is getting, what you've been doing this, a lot of people is just now getting the hang of how to do this. So it's working itself out right now while we, and a lot of TikTok. I've been doing a lot of TikTok, but that's been fun. Learning the dances and stuff like that. My girl Stephanie, she do an online fitness class. So it's just different things that you can do online. If you need I tell everybody to get a tripod, get a light, and just go at it, man. You got your whole studio in your house. You don't even have to feel like you got to get out the house or do anything like that. You got the whole thing right there in front of you. You just got to invest in yourself, and then figure out something that you can do to make it work, make it happen. Mr. Outley, what's up? Let's go, let's go, let's go. You just got to hear the feedback. So I do have everybody flyers up there now. Please look up there and see all the ads are up. It's just a minor technicality a few minutes ago, but all the ads are up. Figure out something that you can do.
You know what? We just go ahead and work. We will go ahead and work through this. Okay.
It's a terrible feedback now. Got to hear the feedback. You might have to use your phone. I do have everybody flyers up there now. Please look up there and see all the ads. I hear the delay now. I didn't hear the delay before. Okay, I don't hear it now. Go ahead and talk. Let me hear you say something. No, he's not. Harold, can you hear me? Harold.
We doing this live.
Turn your audio on.
It's coming on. It's coming on. It take a minute. Turn your phone sideways, Harold. Turn your phone sideways, Harold.
Oh my God. He sent him a message.
Poor fella, he's struggling over there. It was so perfect yesterday, right?
The promo things that were. Well, you guys, I guess this is our tester. Okay.
Right.
This is our tester show. Right. I'm on point. Y'all see my lights and stuff. Hold on. Y'all see me. I'm on point. I don't know what he's doing over there. He froze now. The other camera is blurred.
And he was the one that was supposed to be on point. I got my computer. I ain't got to use my phone. I'm good over here.
Use his phone.
Right.
Phone.
Yesterday, he was doing all the background effect transitions and everything. Like he
was on point with the background. He had our logo behind him. Turn your phone sideways.
Do you still hear the sound doubling, Harold?
You're not going to hear anything until he turns his audio on. You can't hear anything until he turns it on. See, you don't have his audio on. Can't hear you. Why he keep messing with the phone? Turn the audio on.
Hello? Are we good?
Yeah. Okay.
Are we good now?
Yes.
Finally!
What did you?
You know what? First off, my apologies. I'm I'm actually going off my phone now. Not really sure what that was all about. But this will not happen again, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. Uh,
Jack, the other screen is really blurry.
All right, let me get them back together now.
okay.
The ad screen is really blurry.
Whew. Okay.
Nothing's blurry.
Yeah, from my side, the ad screen is really blurry.
Okay. All right, show. Let's
But
go
on your
on.
side, then I ain't gonna worry about it.
So
All
we
right,
good
you
now?
guys.
We are back again. I couldn't find. I'm sorry. I couldn't find my. I couldn't find my headphones. So, can you hear me, Tina?
I can hear you very well.
Okay. So where were we?
We was asking, do you have a dating budget? First of all, if y'all just tuned in, sorry for the technicality issues, but this is InDuStreet with Tina B.
And Mr. Ali, what up, Joe?
We do this every Tuesday. It's our relationship segment called He Said, She Said. And we're going to put some memes up and we're going to talk, well, we're not going to put them up, but he's going to say some questions and we're going to answer those questions in the male point of view and the female point of view. And our first question was, do you have a dating budget? Do you have a certain amount of money that you know, this is how much I'm going to spend, no more, no less, or whatever when you go out? I said about $60 if I'm going to take a guy out. I'll put about 60 bucks out there. You know, guys ain't really going to eat a lot of money, you know. So if anything, he may get a couple of drinks or something like that. But other than that, it's not going to be, you know, it's not like I'm going to buy you some roses or something.
And I can see why your budget would be $60 because since you're not drinking any alcohol, you know, because if you were a drinker, you would probably have to add at least another 20 on that.
Right.
So for men, I'm saying $100 at minimum. You know, even with a decent meal, may run you 50 or 60, and you still want to have a few drinks. So, but again, that's the minimum. You don't necessarily have to spend that, but you need to be able to afford to take a woman out on a date. So that is my answer to that particular question.
Have you ever been out on a date and didn't have enough money because she damn drinking you under the table?
No.
Oh.
Because in the back of my mind, like you already know, and then most gentlemen, you know, all depending on the comfort level with the woman, you may have you a drink or two just to relax your nerves. You know, you pre-gaming, not too much though, before you even get with her, just to kind of get in that mode. So you really not trying to drink a whole lot while you're out.
Okay, what's next?
I got something else though. I like this one. What unrealistic expectations do women often have about men when it comes to dating? I'm going to repeat that one more time. What unrealistic expectations do women often have with men when it comes to dating?
Realistic.
Tina? You paused? Did you pause?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think what unrealistic expectations.
Unrealistic expectations.
Like something we think you would do but wouldn't do. I don't know.
Look, you heard the question. What unrealistic expectations do women often have about men when it comes to dating?
That we're the only one you're dating.
I think that would probably be ding 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 ding
That would be it.
That would be number one on the list.
Yep.
That would probably be number one on the list. But why do you think?
What is yours?
Well,
I got to take a quick second break, but go ahead and talk. I'm listening.
I don't think me personally, I don't really go into it having an expectation. I guess the only thing I would probably expect, at least that I would hope, is that the woman just be who she is. Now, obviously, when you initially start talking to someone, they may not be their true 100% authentic self right off the bat, but my expectation is for a person just to be exactly who they are. So I think, and the flip side of that, sometimes the best expectation is to not have none at all. So I think the expectations maybe may come as you get more into the whole dating of this particular woman. So Candy, girl, I think sometimes the best expectation is maybe not even have one. Just
go with it.
Just date. Of course, you have questions you want to ask, but for a man, like I don't think it's very. I think it's unrealistic for a man to believe because he's dating a woman that he's the only one. Now, a man's ego may lead him to believe something like that, but I think it's very unrealistic to feel like, even say you've already engaged in activity. Just because she moaned a little bit, that don't mean you the only one she dating. Because if she dating, that don't mean she's always having sex either.
That's right. Wow.
Let me make sure we put that out there. Make it.
I was just about to say that because people automatically assume that, though. They think that when you say that you're, as a woman, when you say you're dating, guys automatically goes to how many other people knocking it down. When you could just be dating, it don't mean you sleeping with everybody that you date. It doesn't mean that.
But would it be safe to say that most women will automatically assume that a dude is knocking down all the women that he's dating?
Probably.
So
Yeah.
that would be so that's an unrealistic. I ain't gonna call it an expectation of one unrealistic aspect because that's not always the case. But why is that though, Tina?
It's not always the case, but I think that women have a more, like I said before, women have a more willpower than men do. Because when men can sleep with different women, they're considered the man. If we sleep with different men, then we consider a hoe. So we try to not sleep with everybody that we get with because we don't want to be labeled. So we'll pretty much say no, even if we want to, we'll probably deny it and not do it just because. Where if a woman come on to you guys, you're gonna go ahead and knock her down. That's on her. But with us, we try to, if he try to come to us like that, we're gonna be like, nah, at least wait till, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be doing it that night. But we just get labeled quicker than you guys.
You know what? As with a lot of things in life, there are unfair stereotypes. And I would really like to kill that whole notion that if a woman chooses to have sex with you on the first night, she a hoe. When we 18, 19, 20, you might have had that thought, but I speak for all the adult thinking gentlemen. I personally don't look at it like that, and it's unfair, and I think it's wrong. It's in the words of the great Andre 3000, that's just let me know that she know what she want out of life. She is making a grown adult decision. She is not a hoe. More often than not, she can decide to do it that first night and never talk to the dude again. So no, a woman is not a hoe. She has made it a grown adult decision as long as she protects herself and don't let no dude do it to her in the back of a car. I don't believe in that notion.
But I wasn't so much as saying like if she do it with him that first night as much as if she do it with him and then with him and then with him and then with him. So if, say for instance, if I go out with you on Monday and then I have another date on Thursday and I sleep with him, I sleep with you on Monday, I go out with this guy on Thursday and sleep with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I may go out a couple of weeks later and meet another guy and sleep with him. Do that make her a hoe because she's dating and sleeping with somebody?
In my opinion, no,
yeah.
It doesn't. She's grown. She could do what she want to do. See, look, that is a very unrealistic expectation for men in general. See, if you think from a realistic perspective, That's not a hoe. She can make her own decisions. No, I just not for almost 45 years old. I just don't believe it's
Yeah.
anything wrong with a woman doing that. Now at 22, probably because I ain't know any better. Sure, I probably thought I'm positive I thought that, but now absolutely not. Do what you want.
Yeah.
I got something else.
All right.
Without blaming your ex, Carlton says she's just hungry.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
She likes to have sex. That's what I'm assuming that's what.
That's what that means.
Yes.
Okay.
Without blaming your ex, what could you have done better in your last relationship?
I don't even remember my last relationship.
Well, we gonna go on to the next one then.
It's been so long, shit. I don't know.
Oh, I can't ask you that one either because it's been too long.
What?
According to your ex, what's wrong with you?
Controlling. I can be a bit. Close your eyes. I promise you. Close your freaking eyes. Whatever. Close your freaking eyes. You trying to stand up?
I'm about to stand up and clap, but I can't do that.
Right. No, but I have been told I can be a bit controlling. I don't know where they get that from. But no, you don't when you hear it from a couple of people, then you have to really look at yourself. And that's the issue. A lot of people don't want to look at themselves. When somebody saying something to you, just different people saying the same thing to you, then it's time that you look at yourself and realize maybe I am. So I have to just kind of like let a man be a man because I'm in control of everything in my life. So therefore I try to control everything. Yeah.
We have just had a breakthrough, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I can stand.
We have just had a breakthrough. Okay, so
What about you?
what,
Answer truthfully.
I will.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to answer this question what I think she would have said then, because it's been some years. I would say selfish. Uh, selfish. Probably, I would say selfish.
And
No,
that like 3 times.
and yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. And selfish in a sense to where a lot of times, a lot of things that I would say, I would come from a place of logic, and it wasn't about like how she feels or how I would have felt. It was like, this is what makes sense. Like, no, we're not doing that. It doesn't make sense. Here's why. So I think I was selfish in that fact because I should have taken her feelings more into consideration with a lot of things that I did. But in my defense, and it's not an excuse, in my defense, when you have, three other people, depending on you, especially when you're leading a household, sometimes you have to make decisions, and maybe I should have discussed these things more. So I was a lot of selfish in some of the decision making that I did, but in my mind at the time, it was best for everybody in the house.
You thought.
I thought, I thought it was, I thought it was the best decision at the time.
Yeah.
So,
and somebody had posted up something the other day, and they were saying that in a relationship you take on other people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure they okay. Are you okay? Did you eat today? Did you sleep today? Are you all right? What's that sigh about? What's wrong? What is this? What is that? So you constantly making sure somebody else is okay. And if you're not ready to take on that responsibility of caring about somebody else, then you're not ready for a relationship because you're gonna have to do that. You got to.
Okay, so is there a middle ground? Because I would do that, right? And maybe again, this was another flaw that I would say. I would do that, but at the time, I was asked so many times. But if you're not saying anything, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna ask again. I'm gonna ask about 16 times over a 3-4 day span, about 16 times. If you're not saying anything, I'm tired of asking. I think after 16 times, if you wanted to say something, you would have at that point. So maybe I could have been a little more patient.
Well, let me tell y'all, coming from a woman point of view, a lot of times we don't want to ruffle the feathers, so to speak. So sometimes it's best to not even. We're trying to prepare ourselves because if we say what we really want to say, we will leave you. So we're trying to prepare ourselves to say what we need to say, but be able to say it in a way that it won't tell you that I'm done. So we try to pussyfoot around it, so to speak, and not go for the juggler because if we go for the juggler, it's a wrap. So we try to like tiptoe around the situation or not talk about the situation at all. Because if we do, then yeah, we're done. We're gonna be done.
So based on what you just said, is that actually helping the situation by
No, it's
choosing
just
to not
dragging it out. It's
choosing not?
dragging it out.
And I believe men and women do that often. They just
Yeah,
drag it out because nobody wants to be the person to say that it's over, but yet you would dwell in this misery for months. And
yeah,
then when it's finally over, now it's a big blow up. And
yeah,
that's how you resort to hating each other.
yeah. Because all them years of me holding on to, the things I really wanted to say is gonna come out that one night. Everything. And you're gonna be like, well, damn, you've been holding on to that. And another thing, because at that point I'm done. Like I don't even care what happens. I'm done. I'm telling you everything. I hate socks. I hate the damn shoes. I'm telling you everything because I don't even care anymore because I don't care what the consequences are at this time. A lot of time people hold on because they're scared of the consequences of what's going to happen. I'm not ready to leave yet. If I say this, you probably leave. I ain't ready to get in my apartment. My money ain't right. My credit ain't right. Whatever the case may be. So I ain't ready to get out this situation yet. Let me just bite my tongue a little bit. But that day when it's time to talk, oh boy.
So, okay, so let's pretend like we got people that's watching this live right now. Somebody is going through something similar to that.
Yeah.
How do we prevent that from happening to begin with? How do we
Communicate.
prevent? So,
Communication. But if you're selfish, like you said you were, it's gonna be hard for a woman to talk to you because you're gonna shut down a situation already. You see what I'm saying? So in her mind, she like, ain't no point in me even saying anything. It's gonna be his way anyway. So she already shutting down because she already know you're gonna shut it down. So y'all communication already flawed. You see what I'm saying? So it's already messed up. So that's one thing right there. So you got to be able to communicate from the door and let her know it's okay. Ask me anything. What do you want to know? It's okay. You got to open that. You got to be that comfortable door for her to be like, well, I was wondering why you put your socks on the toilet instead of the basket, and he'd be like, oh, well, that's what I used to do. My mom would take them off the toilet. Da, da, da. Whatever the case may be. Now I know why you do it. But I'm sitting there irritated because you do it and scared to even say anything to you about it because you are like, this house, my house, and I'm gonna do that. How I'm gonna talk to you if you got that attitude? So
and as a result of that, that is probably the one thing that I learned the most, like going from that, moving forward. That's when I really understood the importance of not of listening and active listening and not necessarily communicating it. It's how you communicate. So as time passed, I've learned to do more listening first than talking, but I'm not listening to respond. I'm listening to understand because I really need to know, and I want her to know that I'm understanding how she feels. So being as a man, I think that's part of the role that we're supposed to take as a lead, because women are going to come from a place of emotion all the time, even though I'm still not going to come from a place from emotion first. Realistically and logically, I have to say, you know what, H, be quiet, listen to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I
And it's
learned
and,
from
and
that
it's
going forward.
it's a difference in listening too, because yeah, you can say, okay, let me listen to her, but you got to absorb
Mhm.
what she's saying or he's saying, because a lot of time you can just be sitting there and it's just going over your head. You're not even paying attention to what they're saying to even understand how they really feel, because
Because
you
it's
just,
delivery. It's the delivery.
I mean, even if they delivering it right, if you're not ready to receive what they're saying,
Mm.
it still to get past you. It'll
Mhm.
still go past you. You see what I'm saying? That damn bell. It'll
Yeah,
still go
ring the
past you,
bell.
because if she's sitting there telling you all these things and you're kind of like in your head, you like, okay, I'm gonna go to the basketball game, and then you somewhere else in your head. You sitting there listening, but you're not listening. So she's telling you everything that she's going through, but you still not taking it in. So therefore, when it happens again, you're not even remembering what she damn said anyway, because you weren't paying no attention.
Okay, last question on this before we try to get to something else. For a couple that's going through it right now, is it too late? Like they've been together, say they've been together for 2 years, and there's been a communication gap where
Yeah.
people are feeling that way. Is it possible to even fix it at this point when people have been holding on to something for so long? And if so, what steps do we take to get to that point?
I think if they had a mediator, that it could, because they need to hear both sides like this right now. We're hearing both sides. When you when
I
you a
think you did the
person
same as club.
when you have a person that selfish, as you say, and what I say is goals, then it's hard for them to hear what another person is saying, because they feel in their head this is what goes, this is what is, it's automatic. And then if you have someone who's controlling like me, who's saying just hear me out, then that's an issue where we're bumping heads. But if you have a middle person who's don't have no part in this, who can say, okay, all she's saying to you is this. Okay, all he's saying to you is this. Then you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? You can hear
Right.
what each other is saying at that point. But you got to be willing to bring a middle person in to, if you really want to work it out. That's the thing. A lot of people be like, I ain't going to talk to nobody, or I don't want nobody in our business. But if you really
That
want to,
that sounds like something a man would say first.
yeah,
Men will say that first.
yeah.
My
A lot of
opinion.
times people don't want people in their business, and they just try to
Which is
figure it out.
crazy because they didn't already told everybody else. They didn't talk to everybody except the person that they ended
Oh
with.
my gosh, that's another thing. Stop doing that. Talk to your man and tell him how you feel, or her how you feel, because that's the problem. We tell our homegirls, we tell our homeboys, and everybody not liking him, everybody not liking her, and then y'all stay together and bring her back around. Now everybody gotta, we liking her again, we liking him again, so everybody confused on what to do at that point. So that's
So stop telling your friends every damn thing,
yeah.
gentlemen. And furthermore, a lot of times, gentlemen, we dudes don't want to hold each other accountable. So the dude would be like, well, she tripping, she doing this and doing that. But are you gonna say what you did?
Oh yeah. No. No.
So if you're in a relationship and your man says to you, I love you, but I am not in love with you, is the relationship over?
No.
Does it change how you proceed going forward?
No.
Does it change how you
Because
feel?
no. Because I mean
Okay.
that can be the case. He needs time. Everybody has their own timing. So he may need time to fall in love with you. But he loves you. He respects you. But he's just not in love with you. There's a difference. But that comes with timing though. You can't make somebody fall in love with you. It just comes when it comes. So it wouldn't change anything. He loves you. just not in love with me.
I agree. We actually agree with that. I don't even have a rebuttal to that. I think
I know you was trying to find one though. You was going deep down.
Hey,
You was like,
hey, I have nothing. 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 Do you believe in soulmates?
I do, but I believe a soulmate don't have to be in a relationship. I believe a soulmate can be just somebody that you connect with. It doesn't mean that you have to be in a relationship with them to be a soulmate. And I always thought that what soulmate means. You're supposed to be, oh, the love of my life. We're supposed to be together, the house, picket fence. But no, a soulmate can be somebody that y'all souls connect and y'all just vibe together and y'all forever be connected together. As it can be just friends.
I have a meme that says a soulmate isn't someone who completes you. A soulmate is someone who inspires you to complete yourself.
Yourself, yes.
Now, I've never believed in soulmates, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why I never believed in it because of the connotation that it brings on the surface level. Mm-hmm. But as I've grown older and expanded my mind, I do believe it could be a multitude of things. And as you stated, not necessarily romantically. It's some people that you are going to just click with. And it's everlasting, no matter what level you guys interact on. Yeah. It's just something about how souls just click like that. And I think people get it confused because they think it's romantic. And so in that sense, no. Now, if you happen to find a person, somebody comes into your life and y'all click on both sides like that, fine. Mm-hmm. But in the general sense, in my opinion, I don't believe the soulmate is necessarily one that it has to be romantic.
Yeah. And that's what I've always thought, soulmate has to be romantic. Like, oh, that's my soulmate. Okay, we're supposed to be together forever. You know what I'm saying? I automatically thought that. But as I got older, I realized, nah, it's just somebody that's going to be a part of your life forever. And y'all try to uplift each other and help each other out.
Now, just a quick question for Jack. I know we 3 minutes out. Are we from the end or we going further? I know we had some communication issues earlier.
Yeah, he said he good to about 9, so we go by
8:30. Okay, good. Let me go to the comment section. I think everybody is listening right now. Shout out to everybody that has tuned in. You are listening. Michelle, Ms. Hall, Nate, Sharon, Lenora, Kev, Carlton, Tara Taylor. I see all y'all. Jamel, I see y'all. Y'all had jokes earlier because I was out here trying to get my headphones together. I seen y'all jokes. But we do appreciate y'all tuning in. Please remember we do this each and every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. I can guarantee y'all we would not have these audio issues going forward. I take full responsibility. Apologies to my co-host. I was running around here crazy. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and use my phone. But I have some other things.
Okay.
Some things that we were still holding on to. Say I was feeling down.
Uh-huh.
And you wanted to send me 3 things to cheer me up. What would you send me to Tina B? Knowing if you watching this live, if you know something about me and you knew I was feeling down, what's 3 things that you would send me to cheer me up? Same thing. 3 things.
It would be what's that damn drink you drink? That one you drinking now, okay? Mule, whatever that stuff called. I don't know what it's called. Food wise, it could be turkey wings. And then tank top.
Well,
a pack of tank top.
First of all, I don't know who you go get the turkey wings from, unless you find somebody that's gonna fry them bad boys up, but that is not.
No, I bring you the turkey wings and you cook them. Sure.
So bad 3 things. So yes, and it's fun. Uh, Ms. Ponzo says a playlist, Moscow Mule, and vegetables. So
Moscow Mule, that's the name of it. Okay.
pretty much everybody that follows me know I love vegetables, I love my playlist, and I love my Moscow Mule. So she is on point. So if I'm sending Tina Bridges 3 things to cheer her up,
I'm easy though.
this is very easy. No, number one, I'm gonna send her a piece of Little Ozios.
Mm.
I may send her something from Beloved Sweets.
Yeah. Yeah.
T-shirt or tank top.
All day. All day. Can't go wrong with none of those. Cranberry juice too. I thought you was gonna say that.
Well, that was too easy. That was too easy. But I should have said cranberry juice since you need to chase that a Little Ozios or something.
And the pie. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to have something to drink.
But yeah, I'm real simple girl. I'm a real simple girl when it comes to that. Socks, t-shirt, I'm good to go. Like that's it. And the crazy part about it, my ex-husband used to ask me all the time, like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas? And I'm thinking, dude, do you even know me? Like that's what I like. That's what I want every single time. I couldn't understand why he would keep asking me, what do I want?
You could never go. I love tank tops when I'm a t-shirt guy. I love t-shirts, so you never go wrong with a t-shirt, extra large.
If that ain't a hint.
I'm just saying, I lost a couple pounds, so I'm a little svelte. Okay.
You gotta wear your chill with Jill shirt when the
listen. First of all, May 9th is going down. Okay.
Down.
That's when I'm wearing my Jill Scott t-shirt on May 9th. I know that ain't really part of the segment since you brought my baby up. Jilly, if you watch this video.
Yeah, you need to be on Instagram. You need to be on Instagram Live. They all be going to Instagram Live right now. Nobody got nothing to do. But they're going down May 9th on Instagram Live at 9 p.m. Y'all check that out. Her and Erykah Badu are battling it out. And y'all can check out my line dance that I made to her song, So in Love. It's on my it's on TLB Productions _ ATL on YouTube. Check that out. Over 100,000 likes on that thing. So
I saw that.
Yeah. Everybody, if you see everybody else doing that, my dance and like DC everywhere.
So damn.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
my dance.
You laid claim on that thing.
Yes, sir. That's mine. They performed it, and then other people picked it up and they performed. They took it to their city and showed it to people in their city. So they got a bunch of likes off of it too on their different platforms as well.
I'm looking forward to that. I got so many messages, texts, inboxes, DMs, people letting me know as if she wasn't sitting next to me when we found out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this question is probably more so for the fellas. You see what you did there?
Yeah, I just realized what you said. Okay.
I don't even, I'm going to ask this question anyway, because I don't know if this really would apply to a lot of women, but I'm going to ask it just for the sense of. Which scares you more? When a man asks, when a man says, I got a question, or he says, we need to talk?
I got a question.
Why is that?
Because he's been thinking about something before he.
We're not allowed to think?
Sometimes. But I'm saying for him to say, I had a question. It's been pondering. It's been pondering him for him to say that instead of just coming out saying it. You know what I mean? Like, who you been talking to on your phone? If he just come out and say it, you'd be like, oh. But if he say, I need to ask you a question, you're like, uh-oh.
He said, I got a question.
If he say,
I got a question.
I got a question. What? What's your question?
So would your response be dictated on how he says it? Because he could be like, I got a question. Or he could say, I got a question.
Yeah. Yeah, it just depends on how he said it. I mean, that's like us say, we need to talk. Or it could be like, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes to that, you put that phone down. We need to talk. You know that's serious. You know you
So,
done did something.
so for the gentlemen that are listening, if they in trouble, give an example how a woman would say, "I got a question."
I got a question.
Give me an example of a woman saying, "We need to talk."
We need to talk.
Now, no matter how you say it, no matter
Yeah.
how you say it,
Yeah.
you know what a man's reaction going to be more often than not?
What?
I'm going to show you. Either one or two ways. He going to be like,
That side.
or he's going to say, "Let's talk."
Yeah. I done had both. I done had the what now. I hate that. What now? Like what? What do you mean what now? Or
He didn't,
here,
he didn't feel it.
this the ultimate one.
What's the ultimate?
Here we go. Oh my God, here we go. What?
No,
Like,
no.
oh my gosh, that is the worst.
Okay, hold on. But in defense of the gentleman, if he says, "Here we go," the reason why he's probably saying that because anytime you've had that tone, it's probably been an issue.
Yeah.
So it's like a muscle memory. You done said this before the same type of way, he'd be like, "Oh, here we go." But what he's really saying is, "I heard that tone before. Okay, what now?"
No.
Because she said it in the same tone.
But here's my thing. If I come to you and say that, just be receptive. Just turn around and say, "What's up? What's wrong?" But why I got to get the negativity coming in the door, like the sigh and the here we go. What now? Why I got to get that? That automatically makes a person shut down. That's what I'm trying to say earlier. That automatically makes you shut down, and then the communication is lost because at that point she'd be like, "Never mind. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it."
All that, bro. See,
Then what I look, this is what I do. Go and call my girl. Yeah, girl. I tried to talk to him. Yeah, I've been trying to tell him, but he don't want to listen. He's talking about something. What now? Here we go. So now I'm telling her and not telling you who I need to be telling. So that's how that go. And then he just like good because he ain't got to hear it. So he ain't even pressed about it. But then on next week when I'm packing, he be like, where you going? Nobody's talked. Nobody communicated.
Hold on. All that you just did, I can tell that just came from a very genuine place right there. Like that was in your spirit right there. Like that has happened.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
So right now, I can't say either one of those would scare me because if a woman says to me, "I got a question," my response is probably going to be, "Just make sure you want the truth." Like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna tell you the truth. But if she say we need to talk, I'm be like, "Hey, let's talk about it." Now I would be like that. Now,
like that. But you understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah. Now I would be like that. 10 years ago, I probably would have been like, "Here we go."
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Because more often than not, and a gentleman can attest to this, more often than not, there's not nothing really good coming out of that, especially the tone. Especially like when y'all ask, like y'all do something slick, like give us some, and y'all didn't really did that thing on it, and then be like, "So I got a question." You ruining a perfectly good moment. We are basking in the afterglow, and you want to spoil it with a damn question.
So you think? Wait a minute. So a question spoils it? Why? So you don't want to talk?
Really? That's what we doing now?
Yeah. Like, why would a question spoil the evening? I'm confused. Why would you want to talk to her?
Okay, Tina B. You already, of course, he would want to talk, but again, it's the tone. So I got a question. And he like, unless you asking if I'm hungry, what the hell are you supposed to be asking me? After we didn't have I don't mean, I mean that figuratively, not literally, but you know what I mean.
But I'm just saying, if she's in that, if it's a calm mood right then, everything y'all just made great, amazing love, and everything is calm. You tucked up under his arm, and she finds this is the moment where she can talk to you. I don't understand why you would shut that down. If anything, you should be receptive. What's the damn word I want?
Receptive.
Receptive of what she's saying.
Receptive. Yeah. Again, now I would be like that. I would be like that. You know what? Okay. But if I did it right, she shouldn't have any questions. She should just go to sleep or want some water or both.
No, because if you did it right, she really wants to know the question because she doesn't want to lose that. Do right.
You better say it again, Tina B.
Right. If you did it right, she want to know the question, the answer, because she wants some more of that do right. Hell, she don't want the do right to go. So she gonna be tucked up under your arm asking, so what else? What's this or what's that? She trying to be clear because she wants that to stay right there.
And
So
see, and y'all be so slick, like y'all be so cunning. Y'all be laying upon a dude, then y'all might be rubbing on his chest and everything and displaying all that womanliness that y'all can't display. Y'all catches, that's like, ladies, let me tell y'all something. And I probably, the fellas gonna be like, no, why do you say that? But I have to be honest. Ladies, you probably can get almost anything out of a man if you know how to ask and when to ask. Especially if you want to find out some information, you got to know when to ask, know how to ask. You got to have a strategy. And I don't give advice to y'all. Let y'all sit with that. I'm sorry, gentlemen, I had to. Carry on.
That's all I got.
Carlton says he'll listen while he closes his eyes.
He gonna be asleep. Ain't nobody thinking about you, Carlton. He gonna be somewhere sleeping. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm talking to you. He'll be like, talk to me. And I'm talking to you and you falling asleep.
But that's because
not even hearing what I'm saying.
But you put it on him so good he couldn't help but go to sleep.
Oh, and then that's true. That's true.
You can't blame him for falling asleep and you trying to ask him a question that's important to you, but you did it to him so bad, and the next thing you know, he in a coma. He's asleep.
Right. I have comatose view. You're right. The damn bell.
Hey.
Stupid. You got any more questions over there?
I do. So the meme says, I'm at an age now where I can tell it ain't even gonna work just by the conversation.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I'm going to repeat that for those who are just tuning in and you didn't hear that. The meme says, I am at an age now where I can tell if it's not going to work just by the conversation.
Just by the conversation.
So, ladies, if you are watching this, please put it in the comments. I want to know, how do you know this, though? Like, what is he saying? What is he not saying? Because this is a teaching moment for us. School us, please.
It's just if it can't be a genuine conversation, it's not my thing. Like, I gotta have a genuine conversation. If we talk on the phone, if I meet you and then we talk on the phone and it just flows, we just talking, we having a great time. It's not a matter of, so is your car blue? Just trying to find stuff to talk about. That's an issue with me. Like, I just want a genuine conversation We having a great time. We laughing. Everything is just comfortable. It's just, off the tip. It's just comfortable. But when I gotta, pull shit out you, or you, on your phone, we both on our phone, it's like it's just nothing there. It's no conversation there. That means it's gonna either be just all about sex, or it's not gonna be anything. And if I'm not all about sex, then it's not anything, because I want to have a good conversation. Because at the end of the day, if you're not having sex, you can still talk and laugh. Because people got to understand, making love is not about penetration. Making love is about that intimacy that you have within each other, and just to sit there and talk to each other and lay up under each other and laugh and just talk about stuff or whatever. That's more exciting to me than the actual penetration part. Of course, the penetration part, whatever. But it's just that intimacy part leading up to it makes the relationship exciting. And you can
Relationship?
eventually it'll be a relationship, won't it? Well, hopefully it will. I mean, sometimes it won't, but hopefully it's leading to that. People not you got to be dating for a purpose. If you're not dating for a purpose, then you're just out there. There's a difference. We say that. Yeah, write that down. We always say that. There's hanging out, and then there's dating, then there's dating with a purpose. Okay, and a lot of people are out here dating with no purpose, and then there's people that's dating you with a purpose, and now it don't work out.
You said a lot right there. We ain't got a whole lot of time, but let me get into this just a little bit. So if you date, you have to be dating with a purpose.
That's what I just said. No, you have people that just date just to date, but you have people that date with a purpose in mind. There's a difference. But you don't have to date with a purpose. No, you can just date because you like going out with, her on Monday, her on Thursday, her on Saturday. You can have that. But some people, when they meet somebody, they already know, okay, I'm sizing him up. This is somebody that could possibly be my husband. They already have that in their mindset of what they're looking for. They're not just looking for tonight dinner and a sex tonight. They're not looking for that. They're looking for what could possibly be somebody they can spend the rest of their life with.
So based on a meme from a gentleman's perspective where it says, I'm at an age now where I can tell it ain't gonna work just by the conversation. Now, again, I pretend to speak for all men, but I think that would solely depend on what their motives are. Because the meme said it ain't gonna work just by the conversation, depending on what their motives are. Let me give you an example. You could be at a social gathering and a man is there and he just want to have a good time, interact, maybe, meet some people for a networking purpose, just having conversations. So I think for a man, it really depends on his reasoning for even carrying on a conversation with a woman, because depending on what his purpose is, that's going to dictate the type of conversation that he gives. Let me say that again. Depending on what his purpose is, that's going to dictate the type of conversation that he gives. Let's go a little deeper. I'm going to give an example. If the man sees this woman and all he sees is strictly what she working with in that sundress, his conversation is going to come off a certain type of way. And what a lot of us really don't understand is women can pick up on that, because it's going to come off not genuine, no matter how smooth you try to make it come out. But if you're literally just trying to have a conversation, your approach is going to show that. So depending on what our purpose is going to dictate the type of conversation that we give. Now, if the dude had that type of conversation, he sees that, okay, she not biting, she ain't about it, okay, he go cut it. This is typically a guy to try to buy a drink in the club. So if he don't have a end after buying that drink, and he already see it ain't popping, All right, ladies, y'all have a nice night. You know. So with men, it's a little different. With most men.
Do y'all ever get tired of just different women?
Yes.
When do the men get to that point of that though?
That really depends on each individual man, where he is in his life on several levels, his experiences. But more importantly, if he's honest with himself, like if he knows, like he's had these conversations with himself, like, okay, I'm tired. He at one point we all get there. You just get tired. Or you might run into a crazy one that then busts his windows out. He'd be like, you know what? I might need to do something different now. So it does. It does. We do get tired, but it's at different times. At different times. But we
Gotcha.
do get there. It happens. That was a very good question.
Okay,
I mean, we at the end?
yeah, well, in 5. But you have one more right quick?
I do. I think we've already talked about that before, so I'm not even gonna ask that
one. Okay. Well, in if y'all just tune in, it's our relationship segment. We do this called He Said, She Said. It's in the street with Tina B.
Mr. Ali, what up, Jeff?
And we do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And we talk about relationships. We get the male point of view, the female point of view. We just trying to get a good understanding of life in itself. And like I was saying earlier when you was looking for the headphones, I was saying that we all want the same things: respect, love for each other. When it come down to it, we just trying to figure out the way to get there. But we all want the same thing. Like it's nothing like written in a book, the right way or the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's just you just have to figure that thing out.
I think we're all on these individual journeys, and at some point we've all had a plan, or we all had it mapped out in our head how we thought things were gonna go. But if you live long enough, you learn that things do not go how we plan it. So I think we're all trying to navigate even through the mistakes we've made. Hopefully we all learn and grow. So I think what part of the thing that makes us still ATL's hottest online TV show, because the unique perspective that we give, even when I know for myself, I know I've bared my soul and said some things, put myself on blast that has made me so uncomfortable. But as I told you in the very beginning, in order for this to work, I knew I had to be very authentic, regardless of how comfortable it makes me sometimes.
Yeah.
And if there are people who watch us, and that's probably why we were voted HCL's hottest online TV show, and that's probably one of the things that keep us watching. At least, the fellas, they be looking at all that chocolate over there. You know what I'm saying? You be playing over with your hair. That's why the fellas be watching. They don't be watching to hear me talk.
Well, the ladies be watching you, so it's an equal balance. It's cool. It's cool. That's what's up for real. We appreciate you guys listening to us every week. Y'all can be anywhere, but y'all here with us, so we appreciate that. And now you get to share it. So we right here on Status Network. So thank y'all so much for tonight. We so appreciate it. We'll be back next week. I'll actually have you on my show on Thursday, Headshot, which is my podcast, my Instagram live podcast. I guess it'll be Trey Chaney, Damien, and Rockstar, and you. So I have them on the show on Thursday at 7, starting at 6:30 p.m. So y'all check that out on Instagram live. Well, thank y'all.
I get to be a guest on the show.
Yeah, you get to answer some questions.
I'm gonna need you to send me the list of the questions. You know what?
No, that's my suspense music. But thank you. Y'all can find me at TLAMGMT on Instagram, and if you hashtag TLA anywhere on Facebook, you will find it.
And you can find me at hashtag Mr. Outley 75. That is MROUTLEY 75. on Instagram and Facebook.
And Facebook. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all can watch this. Please keep sharing it, and we'll see you guys next week. And if you want to advertise on the show, if you see over there right to the right of us, you can advertise as well. Reach out to either one of us, and we'll let you know how. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great night. It's In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Ollie, what up, Joe?
Bye, you guys.